What's up, YouTube? This your boy bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'm gonna give you guys my WWE Smackdown review and highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell so you won't miss not a single premiere. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch and Discord down below in the description. And let's get started. Now, Smackdown was a decent show. Smackdown was live from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It says WWE Smackdown kicks off with highlights of WrestleMania 38. In the arena, Kayla Braxton introduced the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. Kayla says she was involved in a very physical match at WrestleMania 38 Saturday, and she made Charlotte tap out. We see the clip of Charlotte Flair tapping out while the referee was down. Ronda Rousey says she made her tapped out and she will make her tap out again. But to be the best in the world, you have to be able to beat anyone twice in your worst day. And the referee didn't see it. The first time, she says she beat Charlotte once and not twice. That is her. That is on her. Kayla says the Roman Reigns will reveal his next step later tonight. She asks Ronda Rousey what's the next step is for her, and Ronda says she wants a rematch, but in I Quit match at WrestleMania Backlash. Charlotte Charlotte Flair is here laughing as she is showing on the big screen. She tells Ronda she couldn't beat her in checkers, let alone an I Quit match. She is Charlotte Flair. She doesn't quit. It's it's not in her DNA, but winning is. She felt Ronda armbar and pressure, but she didn't lose. She didn't tap out. She walked out as SmackDown Women's Champion. Charlotte Flair says the baddest woman on the planet isn't just a catchphrase, but a myth. Because she can't win when it matters, and the answer to her question is no. Charlotte Flair tells her to get in. Charlotte Flair tells Ronda Rousey to get in the back of the line, and she called Ronda Rousey, and you know what? Ronda Rousey tells Charlotte Flair this fight is going to happen. She is going to make her scream it when she turns her elbow backwards. We went to commercial break. So we got next match. So we go from commercial break. We got Butch, aka Pete Dunne, aka Butch, with Sheamus and Rich Holland versus Xavier Woods, accompanied by Kofi Kingston. This was a quick match. So he called Pete Dunne to up on the main roster and had him lose to Xavier Woods on his first night on SmackDown. That don't make any sense. Anyway, Kofi says since WrestleMania 38 is their season finale, that will make tonight's SmackDown their season opener. All records are reset. That means the score between them is 0-0, says Woods. The bell rings and we are on the way. Butch with forearms and a kick to the side of the face. The double knee by Butch. He pulls Xavier's arm back, but Xavier Woods reaches the ropes. An elbow by Butch. He grabs Woods, but Woods with a jawbreaker. Woods with a Russian leg sweep. A drop kick by Woods. Butch rolls to the outside. Woods goes for a baseball slide, but Butch moves out of the way. He lifts Woods up and slams him onto the ring apron. We go to commercial break. Back from commercial. Butch with forearms to Xavier's face. He goes for the cover, but Woods kicks out. An armbar by Butch, but right hand by Woods. Chop to the chest by Woods. Woods with a spinning forearm. Woods with a kick to the face. A kick to the side of the head by Woods, and he is on the ring apron. Right hand by Woods. He gets back in the ring, but a right hand by Butch. A kick to the back of the neck. He goes for the cover, but Woods kicks out. Butch is in the corner. He goes for a kick to the face. Woods moves out of the way as he rolls Butch up and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Xavier Woods. We go to commercial break. They air highlights of Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville from WrestleMania 38. Sami Zayn is backstage with Adam Pearce. Sami Zayn tells him it was anything goes match, not an everyone is welcome match. Sami Zayn says he is one of the best in the world, and he has been reduced to a lunging stock. He shows him a paper plate with a piece of cheese on it. That's ridiculous. He says he wants a match against anyone who steps through the Smackdown locker room door. Adam Pearce says they have a match. The door opens and it's Drew McIntyre. He looks at them, says lay and walk away. Sami Zayn says the person after that, and Adam Pearce tells him this is the match. Sami Zayn says Drew is the toughest guy on the roster. If he beats him, he will get everyone's respect. Adam Pearce is given a piece of paper by the WWE staff member. Long Longwig Ludwig Caster knows as Marcel Barthel is on the stage. He cuts a promo and it's Gunther, known as Walter of NXT, that is coming down to the ring. We go to commercial break, so we get Gunther with accompanied by Lord Wig Caster versus Joe Alonso. This was a quick match. The bell rings and we are underway. Gunther with a hip toss, a chop to the chest by Gunther. He placed Joe Alonso horizontally on the top rope and chopped him. Joe Alonso It says Joe Alonso on the ring apron and Gunther throws him in the ring. Big boot to the face by Gunther. A chop to the chest by Gunther followed by a kick. Another chop to the chest. Gunther with a powerbomb. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. The winner of the match, Gunther. Kayla is backstage with it says Kayla Braxton is backstage with Raquel Rodriguez. She tells Kayla that SmackDown has one of the most impressive female stalkers in all of WWE. And comes Lost of Thirds. They welcome her to SmackDown. They tell her they would like to welcome her with a kiss. She tells them not a chance as they walk away. So you see the thumbnail. You see the thumbnail on YouTube. Raquel Rodriguez debuts on SmackDown. You see the thumbnail. Anyway, we go to commercial break. So we get Happy Corbin comes out to the ring with Madcap Moss and Corbin is not happy. Happy talk with Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. This segment was god awful. Commercial break. Corbin starts off by saying that this was supposed to be the happiest happy talk ever. He has to think things through and he is ready to admit there is one person to blame for his loss to Drew. That man is Madcap Moss. Madcap Moss tried to explain himself, but Corbin didn't want to hear it. I think you're getting too big for your suspenders. Madcap says a joke. What do you call me when I am such a bonehead? Madcap lost. Corbin says that was a terrible joke. He said another bad joke, and Corbin said that he should be ashamed of himself. Lately, all of his jokes have been terrible, and Corbin will give him a last chance to tell him a good joke. Like his job depends on it because it does what it does. What do you do? What do you call a guy that treats his friend like garbage? He makes a joke about the way Corbin dressed with another joke. You call him Happy Corbin. Corbin attacks Madcap Moss, but Moss fights back and hammers away on Corbin. The fight escalates to the outside. Back in the ring, Madcap Moss clotheslines Corbin to the outside. All right, so we get Ginger Mahal is backstage talking to Adam Pearce. He demands for an Intercontinental Championship match. Ronda interrupts and asks Adam Pearce if she gets her I Quit match. Adam says he Adam says he will let her know tomorrow. So we get Drew McIntyre is making his way to the ring for his match. Commercial break. So we get Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. This was a quick match. The bell rings. We are underway. Sami Zayn rolls to the outside of the ring. He gets back to the ring. Drew walks towards Sami Zayn, and Zayn rolls to the outside of the ring. Drew goes to the outside and throws Sami Zayn into the barricade. He lifts him up and throws him into the barricade. He throws Sami Zayn back in the ring. Drew with an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Drew with a chop to the chest. Drew sends him to the ropes, but Sami Zayn rolls to the outside. Drew lifts Sami Zayn and throws him onto the announcer table. Drew throws Sami Zayn into the ring, and Sami Zayn rolls back out. Sami Zayn starts to walk to the back, but Drew hits him with a forearm to the back. He lifts Sami Zayn up on his shoulders and throws him into the ring. Drew goes for the Claymore, but Sami Zayn rolls out of the ring. Sami Zayn jumps the barricade, leaves the ref, counts to 10, and calls for the bell. The winner by count out, Drew McIntyre. We go to commercial break. Lacey Evans is backstage and she cuts a promo about her childhood. She says her father suffered from mental health and her mom got caught in the middle of it all and tried to be the best mom she can be. But all of the abuse got to her mother before she started elementary school. She had to move. Her mother picked her up from school and they all left without her father knowing. They went from women's shelter for the rest of her childhood. But moving around as much as she did made her realize she can adapt and she can either live with it or give up. She is different from all the rest. She went through a lot her life and that is what has made her what she is today. A mother, daughter, sister, wife, US Marine, and WWE superstar. She says that doesn't make her better than any one of the other superstars, but that doesn't make them better than her. Alright, let's move on. So we get commercial break. So we get Sasha Banks accompanied by Naomi versus Liv Morgan. And I got a lot to say about this. So you make Sasha Banks win her first match at WrestleMania 38, but when SmackDown was aired on television, you made Sasha Banks lose to her. You made Sasha Banks lose to Liv Morgan on her first match. That don't make any sense. The bell rings and we are underway. Liv with a roll up, but Sasha Banks kicks out. A chop to the chest by Sasha. Sasha Banks followed by an arm drag. Sasha goes for a clothesline, but Liv moves out of the way and slams Sasha into the turnbuckle. A drop kick off the top rope by Liv. She goes for a clothesline, but Sasha Banks moves out of the way and Liv Morgan to the outside of the ring. We go to commercial break. Back from commercial break, Sasha Banks with a suplex. She climbs to the top rope in the bar splash. She goes for the cover, but Liv Morgan kicks out. Sasha Banks with a kick to the face, but Liv Morgan with a knee to the face, and both of them are down. A back elbow by Liv, followed by a kick to the face. Liv Morgan with a running knee to the face. Liv Morgan with the second rope, but Sasha Banks with a kick to the face. Sasha Banks on the second rope in a suplex, but Liv Morgan rolls Sasha Banks up and gets the count. The winner of the match, Liv Morgan. Commercial break. So we get the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, the tribal chief, the head of the table. Roman Reigns is introduced. He walks down to the ring with Paul Heyman and the Usos. Roman Reigns is in the ring. He tells Milwaukee to acknowledge him. He says he wants to share something private that he and his wise men discuss. He says it planned him to say it, but SmackDown and the Universal Champion wasn't enough. He says he went to Raw to took the WWE Championship. Roman Reigns says when they are taking talking about what is the next step is for the tribal chief. He doesn't think he doesn't think and do much more. He has done it all, but there is still plenty left for the bloodline to achieve. There were so many historical pictures taken off the bloodline, but he saw his two titles. But the only thing he really saw was that their cousin only had two titles. Roman Reigns says he is one man with two titles. They are two men with two titles, and that is not enough. He tells Jay that they were going to elevate him for heights he never knew, and there is only one way to do that. It's time that it's time that they unify the tag team champions too. Um, Roman Reigns tells them he wants to he wants them to go to Raw and bring him to Raw Tag Team Champions, because when they get it for themselves, they get it for the Bloodline. They all agree on it. Roman Reigns says the Bloodline is going to have all the gold soon. Out comes Shinsuke Nakamura. He gets in the ring and goes face to face with Roman Reigns. As he is about to speak, Roman Reigns lowers his microphone and tells him he doesn't have to say anything. The tribal chief understands how he feels. Shinsuke lost his partner, Rick Boogs. Roman Reigns says he understands that. Jay understands that. They lost Jimmy to a they lost they lost Jimmy to a knee injury for over a year. He is a loving and compassionate tribal chief. He completely understands where he's coming from. They have all of the gold, and the island is Revancy is an island of love. He says he wants to give him the bloodline love, and he hugs Nakamura. The Usos hit him with a super kick, and and SmackDown goes off the air. All right, like I stated before, um, SmackDown, SmackDown was a decent show. But let me know down below in the comment section what are your thoughts on SmackDown. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell every time I premiere a brand new video, so you won't miss not a single premiere stream on YouTube. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. I want you guys to have a great weekend. Stay safe, and always stay positive. And I will see you guys next on my AEW Rampage review and highlights. This your boy, bigboyfactsjonnytv. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here.